Grow My Cleaning Company teaches owners of cleaning companies just like you how to grow your company, make more money, and finally take charge of your financial future and your life. This podcast is about automating and creating systems that give you time and money freedom so you can grow like crazy without losing control. Since this is totally free, if you're getting tons of value, want to support us, and make sure that you get more of the good stuff, subscribe, rate, and review to this podcast today. Now, on to the show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Stop Hiring Losers. I'm glad to have everybody here. We are going to talk about how to stop hiring losers for your cleaning company. I did a live broadcast or a podcast, gosh, feels like a week or two ago. We got so much feedback that people are dealing with this in a massive, massive way. So we wanted to jump back in and teach you guys how to stop dealing with losers. TJ, of course, jumping in saying she was looking kind of dumb with a finger and a thumb. I think that is, is that Smash Mouth, some old song? Maria's here, Michelle Lee, Diane Jean, everybody's here. So glad to have you guys. Let's jump in and talk about how to stop hiring losers. The problem is, for most of the folks I talk to, you get plenty of applicants out the years. I put up an ad and I got 100 blah, blah, blah applications, but they all sucked, right? Or there's so many of them. There might be a good one in there, but 98 out of 100 suck, and it's hard to find the two. Lewis, good to have you in the house. Joe Lou, good to have you, buddy. My faithful friend Joe Lou. So yeah, if you are in the right place, if you are in the place or been in the place in your business where you can get applications, but you think there might be some good people in there, but they overwhelmingly are just awful. So maybe you get overwhelmed or give up, or either way, you can't get enough people, and the people that you have suck, and it just is a never-ending rat race of trying to get good people in, but you can't, and then they leave, and then the good people leave because of the bad people. Luciana in the house, good to have you. Nice to see you, young lady. All right, so again, the cost of not being able to tell the good applicants from the bad applicants is going to cause a revolving door of frustration in your company, put a massive ceiling on the growth of your company, and make your customers hate you, or certainly run the risk of your customers hating you because you have bad employees. That does not bode well for customers being happy and loving it. All right, so a couple things that we need to go over. Hey, Jennifer Vint, nice to have you, sister. We are growing by so just give me a shout out for those of you on the live. How many of you have hired or are sick of having just terrible employees that are stressing you out? Well, we jump in. Let me know if that's you so I know if we're talking about the right thing. First and foremost, we've got to get over a couple false beliefs. Efren says it is time. Love that. Love that. Love that. By the way, our mission on this earth is Grow My Cleaning Companies, really elevate you owners of cleaning companies out of cleaning, out of being stuck, out of frustrating parts of the job into really serving and bringing value to your community. And one of the big markers I see of people just about ready to make a big change is that it's time, right? That it's time. I am no longer willing to live this way. Hey, Jennifer says she's conducting interviews this weekend. Well, you're in the right time at the right place, Jennifer. This is going to help. Diane says, yes, absolutely perfect timing. Hey, Michelle, or Melissa, good to have you. Darcy, more S's than Diane said, yes, whereas Darcy said, yes. John Griffin Sr., good to have you, man. All right. So, just because you hired a couple people that sucked, you cannot get to the place of feeling that you can't grow, right? That's probably the first and foremost thing we got to kill in your brain is that terrible, terrible, insidious belief that I hired somebody and they didn't show up when I needed them, or I hired 3 people and one of them stole and the other one was crazy, and then the third one just didn't show up, and the fourth one couldn't clean, and blah, 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 blah. Michelle said, I hired my daughter's boyfriend, worst move ever. I would never say I told you so to the kind people in Cleaning Nation, but I might have guessed that wouldn't have turned out the way you'd hoped, Michael, for sure. All right, so we've got to first and foremost eradicate forever from our lives. Well, I hired this person or that person or these people, and none of them worked. Therefore, I'm stuck cleaning, and I can never get out of this job and into a business. The reality is the system that you used dictated the results that you got. It's not that the people are bad. It's that you just need a better system. Maria says it's 30 past midnight. I'm guessing she's one of our UK friends, where it gets later and later. I think that's you. You must be in the UK, Maria. So glad to have you. She's here. God bless America and the UK. That's exactly right. The people that say it's time, I'm here, I'm making sacrifices. That is when Diane says, the girl clean, she claims she can clean. Oh my. Yes, Jennifer says, would you mind throwing out a couple good questions to ask? We will talk about that. Really, the big thing is we want to make sure that they're core values-based questions, not cleaning-based questions. And we're going to get to that a little more. So, again, the first thing we got to eradicate is the crazy belief that I hired a couple people, 1 or 2 or 3 or 9, and they sucked, therefore I'm stuck cleaning forever. And replace it with the system I am using to hire got me those people, and if I get a better system, I'll get better people. Another false belief that's going to kill you is no one in my area wants to work, right? They're all lazy. They won't show up. Nope. The reality is the system that you're using, the ad, the hiring process, the interview process, the onboarding process are all attracting lazy people. Okay. So I promise you, in every single part of the world, and we've coached in so many countries, every state in the United States, most of not all the provinces, Canada, all over the world, and there are lazy people and hard workers in every province. So when you believe there's nothing but lazy people here, the reality is the system that and the process that you're using is attracting those folks. England summertime, that's fantastic. Jose says, yes, failures in employees are a reflection of leadership and systems. Absolutely right, Jose. That ownership is going to serve you well. The folks that externalize, everyone else is lazy, the city sucks, the people suck, whatever, so everything other than the dude in the mirror sucks is going to eat your lunch. But that concept that, just like Jose said, that the failures in employees are a reflection of leadership and systems is exactly right. Okay. The other thing is another belief that kind of eats our lunch is I have to pay more for good people, right? I'm not paying enough. And certainly we have to pay our people fair and in line with our core values, right? For me, one of our core values is to make money, and the other one's to help out and be real and help out, be real, make money, and have fun, right? Well, gosh, if I say, the average wage is $12 an hour in my area, and it could be 15 in yours, it could be 9. But let's just say it's $12 in mine. If I am paying 10, that's certainly not helping them make money. It's certainly not fun for me taking advantage of my employees, and I don't think it's fun for them to get taken advantage of. We're not gonna be able. I'm not helping them out. I'm not be able to attract people that are fair and make money, have fun, and it's not real. I don't think that's real to try and take advantage of somebody. Hey, Jonathan Mullen, long time no talk, buddy. So good to see you here. So we want to make sure that you pay in line with your core values, and that doesn't have to be a ton, right? A lot of people think the easy answer, wish the easy answer sometimes, just to pay more. The reality is you don't want people all about the money in the first place. You want people who are down with your cause, right? When we hire people here, we certainly always pay, and for every brick and mortar business I've had, we always paid a little bit above, 10, 15% above what I thought they could get elsewhere. But that was really just to show how much I appreciated them, and I'd get twice as much work or love or help or support out of those people for just a little bit extra money. But it wasn't about the money. If you're getting people that are all about the money, unless that's your value, which is a tough one, it's not about the money. So we certainly have to pay fair or a little better than fair, but I've hired for the same job at $10 an hour, $15 an hour, $20 an hour. And I wish I could tell you that the higher range, the quality went up. It just doesn't. The evil stepchild of that, you have to pay more for good people misnomer is the evil nomer that I can't afford to hire good people. Couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is you can't afford not to hire good people. The problem is well, here's the thing. There's 2 things. 1, I can't afford to hire the good people. And 2, I can't afford to hire people at all, right? When you clean, you have a job. Real businesses pay employees. So if you want to be a real business, you're going to have to hire people, right? There's no way to be a real business where if you stop working, you stop getting paid, right? So if you want a real business, you have to pay real employees. So that there's that crazy belief, and even the people I coach are talking about, I can't afford to get out of the field. I can't get afford out of the field. The reality is you can't afford to stay in the field. The high dollar work that you do is not cleaning. So we've got to shift that mindset. Jonathan says, I really appreciate you and your wife. Thank you, man. And they're doing great. Best mentors I know. Jonathan, big virtual hug, dude. You make my heart happy, dude. Gladys here loves the show. Maria says she pays more than other companies here, which is great. We just want to make sure we're not attracting people in it for the money. So pay what you want, but we don't want people to believe that they've got to pay big bucks to get that kind of result. And also that belief of I can't afford to hire anybody, I've got to do it myself. Customers who want real businesses know they've got to pay real business rates. Okay, so make sure we keep that in mind. So are there crazy people that just want the cheapest price? Yes. Are they your best ideal prospect or customer? Not even close. Maria says, but they want to do the way they want and how the company would like. So she's got issues there. Efren says the employees have to see it to be a part of your vision. You're absolutely right, Efren. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Diane, for such kind words. So the reality is you absolutely can't afford not to hire people, right? If you want to have a real business, if you want to have a job, go out and have fun. But again, if you want to be a business, businesses pay employees. Customers, the better customers and the vast majority of the customers want real businesses that have insurance and systems and resources and processes and do things right. Another false belief that is so common is I want the best cleaners, right? I want someone that's got experience. I want someone that knows how to clean their way out of a wet paper bag. They got to be fantastic at cleaning. The reality is, and someone had mentioned, they didn't know how to clean at all. I'm okay with someone not knowing how to clean if their core values match, right? So for me, have fun, make money, be real, and help out. Even if they really share those values and they don't know how to clean, we can teach just about anyone to clean. We cannot teach anyone to believe what we believe. So we've got to move away from that false construct of I want the best cleaners and into I want the best people who share my values and are willing to clean, right? There's plenty of people that share my values that may or may not be willing to clean. We're actually just about to release. I might give you guys, I don't think I've told anyone. We'll release it with you guys here first. We are, aside from Carl, our mindset coach, and my lovely bride, Natalie, who helps, and our virtual assistant, Christy, we are finally going to onboard an enrollment coach to help me. We've got so many people wanting help and wanting to do breakthrough calls. I can't do it by myself. So we are going to actually hire somebody to help us do those. And if you guys want to see the actual ad that we're using to hire that, or if you think you know somebody or would be somebody that would be a fantastic part of that vision, you can go to growmycleaningcompany.com/great job. So yeah, and I'm going to email it to the list and share it on the Facebook group, but this is the first person that knows I'm doing that. You guys right here, this group, outside of my wife, Natalie. So it's always fun to get on the live and share, always try and share breaking news with you guys because it's awesome. Greg says I'm not worthy. Preach it, brother. Don't be ridiculous, Greg. I'm so glad to have you, man. So all that to say, when you go, if you do choose, and Natalie, if you're here, if you could type in growmycleaningcompany.com/great job. If you go there, you'll see that we aren't looking for the best salespeople. We don't even want salespeople. We're looking for the best people that share our values, that are willing to learn a skill that we can teach them. And that's exactly what I coach you guys to. Whether it's a cleaner or an admin or whatever you're looking for, you want the best people who share your values and are willing and able to do that job. But I always start with the values, and then we move to the skill set. Because I found if they share our values, we can absolutely teach them the skill set. If they're the best at the skill set, but don't share the values, we can never teach them, right? We're going to have to bend to their values, we're going to have to bend to ours, and that's not going to happen. Tammy says, I do working interviews to give me an idea how they clean. I don't hire experienced cleaners. That's great. So the big thing is we want to make sure we're not looking for the best cleaner or office manager or enrollment coach for us. We are looking for the best person who shares your value and is willing to learn and do that job. And a corollary to that on the cleaning side is a lot of people get nutty and like, I have to hire people that aren't able to drive or they're not willing to drive. So I pick them up. That's one of my least favorite things here. Owners of, cleaning companies picking up their employees to take them to clean because they're so desperate. The reality of the situation is that is a huge red flag, right? There's a couple markets you might be in, maybe New York, maybe San Francisco, maybe Chicago, where a real live human that is responsible doesn't have a car. But in 90+% of the markets in the United States and around the world, not having a car is a red flag, right? The fact that I can't have insurance and change the oil and just kind of pay registration, just do the adult type things it takes to run a car is a huge red flag. So even if you're willing to schlep them from job to job, which you absolutely should not be, that's a red flag that they're the wrong person. So again, we want to make sure that we are not settling, right? A lot of times that's one of the things that we do is we pay more, we settle for less employees. And the problem is once you take some bad employees on, the good employees won't work with bad employees. So it's really hard if you've got some losers, I hate to say that, but just people that shouldn't be part of the team. It's really hard to get good people because winners want to work with winners, right? All right. So Nicole says share values and teach skill set. Excellent reminder for this crazy spring clean season. Couldn't agree with you more, Nicole. Maria says I'm great to sell, get very quick clients, but better we treat cleaners. Looks like they don't value it. All right. So the other misnomer, another thing I want to make sure that we're getting our mindset right is why we hire when I need people. That's all, right? I don't need people. I'm fully staffed. The reality is you're always cleaning or you're always hiring. That's your choice. So people are like, I don't want to always hire. It's a pain in the butt. And it can be. And again, it depends on the system. If you're using a system we get 100 applicants and we go through them and there's no automation and we just interview them one by one. Yes, that can be overwhelming. And the reality is we don't quit the interview process, the hiring process. We quit using a crappy system and upgrade to a system that's actually going to get the result that we're looking for. So you are either cleaning or you're hiring, one of the two. And it may not be always. You might, I've had a good staff for 3 months now. Okay, just wait, give it a day. Things change. If you're always growing, you're always hiring. There's no two ways about it. Healthy companies that are constantly growing are always looking for talent. Once you get over that $200,000 or $300,000 or $400,000 a year mark, we are competing more so for talent than we are for jobs. What do we got? Greg said, made the mistake of settling once, prevented us from doubling our business. Once they were gone, we grew like we thought we should. So true, Greg. That has happened. I've had so many times in my 20-year career of having the wrong guy or gal, and I didn't realize how badly they were holding everything up and just bottlenecking our whole operation until they were gone. And then in retrospect, it was clear as day. It what really drives you nuts when the other employees go, what took you so long? You're like, why didn't you tell me what I was missing? All that sort of stuff. We started, Chris says, we started holding interviews every single Monday and Tuesday of the week, no matter what sites we have open. I love it. Jose says, finding good cleaners first and then finding them works well, but not always possible. You're absolutely right. And that's another unintended benefit of hiring all the time. One of two things is going to happen in our business. One, we've got the pressure of never feeling like we can never get the right employees or enough employees, right? So what happens is it's really hard for us to sell our hearts out because we're like, how are we going to do this? Am I going to end up cleaning? Are we going to do a shabby job? And because we're honest people, we don't want to look someone right in the eye and go, I promise you we're going to take great care of you. We're going to be able to kick butt and take names. And in the back of your mind, you're like, I have no idea how we're going to do that. Really hard. So magically, our sales drop like a rock. We don't have confidence we're able to get people. The reverse also happens when, like, kind of tacking on what Jose said about find the good cleaners first and then find them work. When we've got so much talent and they're amazing human beings and they're great at their job and they're just like, I'm ready, boss. Put me out into the world. Let me make a difference. Let me serve our customers. And they're so fired up. Sales becomes so much easier. And it's almost like a magnet. People can feel that you've got extra talent and they want to come to you. So I promise you, if you're always hiring, you always have just a little more talent than you need. Or sometimes, for me, I've hired people that I had no place for, where they're not on the cleaning business, but just talent. And I'm like, I'm not letting this guy or this gal get away. And I put them on the team and I've never regretted it. And every time I've hired out of desperation, needed somebody and made a hire that I didn't feel great about, but they said they'd show up, has bit me in the butt every dadgum time. Tabby says the first employee stole from a client's house. I'm so sorry to hear that, Tabby. That goes right into what we talked about right at the beginning, right? Sometimes we'll hire people that suck or do something terrible or unthinkable, and then we just give up. So proud that you're still here. Yeah. All right. So what else we got? The other thing I want to make sure we get on is people think that I don't really need a system, right? It's okay to just put up an ad, call the ones that look good, and hire whoever shows up. That is going to kick your butt short term and long term. I promise you. Remember, just like we talked about at the beginning, the results that you're getting now are coming directly from the system that you're following. And you do have a system, right? A lot of people are like, I don't even have a system. You have a system. It might just be terrible, right? The system is I put up a bad ad that gets the wrong people. 394 of them come in. I go through 61 before I give up and randomly call 18 and somehow connect with until I get over. And all these bad things happen. So you absolutely have a system. It's just, if it's not getting the results you want, it's a bad system, right? So we don't give up. We upgrade your system. And of course, you're going to upgrade your results. The good news is once you are able to fix this, your growth is only limited to the area that you're willing to serve. Yeah. So the big thing I want you to get here is we've got to be confident that you can put together a system that's going to work and get you the people that you need. And if you would like my help with that, go to growingcleaningcompany.com for a masterclass on the shifts that you need to systematize your business for growth, the mindsets that you need to have, the way that you need to look at and handle your business. Growingcleaningcompany.com. There's a free masterclass I recorded just for you guys that is going to go through the big 5 shifts that you need to start systematizing your business. I'll go over a couple questions. If anyone else has got any questions, post them in now. I had somebody disagree. Let me see if I can find that one. I don't agree, says Maria. My best one, her car is crazy, and she's so busy cleaning she has no time to tidy her car. Now, I don't mind dirty cars. I don't love it, but I'm talking about people that they have no car. My car's broken. I got a flat tire a month ago and I never fixed it. I don't have insurance. Or just any crazy, I'm not able to do adult stuff. So I don't love the dirty car, but I'll take it. The I can't drive, I found to be not good. And keep in mind, by the way, all these things I'm telling you, I'm sure there's going to be an exception where one crazy unicorn worked in that circumstance, but we want to hire based on the odds and what's going to work consistently, not on what's going to work 1 in 100. Maribel says, my thing is I'm always limited to payroll money. I can only afford to pay them for 2 or 3 days before I'm going to pay out, and I pay daily. I do post-construction cleaning. All right, so a couple things. First and foremost, if you're that cash tight, we probably need to raise prices. Second of all, you might need to save up some money so you're not kind of in the emergency. Third, I hate post-construction cleaning. I don't do post-construction cleaning. I don't coach my folks who do post-construction cleaning. It is almost impossible to staff because it's so up and down, right? So it's like you got 20 hours this week and then 40 the next week and 2 the next week, and the cash isn't coming for 2 months. And you end up being a bank more than in a staffing agency more than a cleaning company. So lots of issues there, Maribel. And again, if you go to growmycleaningcompany.com, we'll give you those. Sign up for that masterclass. It's totally complimentary. We can help you kind of get through that. Efren says, I'm getting ready to launch a new company end of the month, and it scares the hell out of me. I can't afford to use your systems. Love it. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Efren. This community is awesome. Obviously, there's a Facebook group we've got that's totally free. We've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of podcasts, blogs, videos of ways to help. So we're here for you, buddy. Chris says, we got one crazy unicorn. She moved away, and then she moved away. That'll happen. All right, let me just sum it up for everybody. If you have any questions, type them in. I'll give you a quick summary. You gotta, just because you hired people that are bad doesn't mean that we have to give up on the whole idea of hiring. The system that you use is really what dictates your result that you get. You don't have to pay more for good people. You don't want people that are all about the money. You can afford to hire good people if you're cash broke. There's a different problem in your business, and that probably goes from, I forget who I was talking to earlier said, Maribel, I think, with the pay, it's always a problem with a different part of your business. We're not billing right. We don't get the right customers. We have to fix something else. It's not that I can't afford to pay. It's something's wrong with my company we need to fix. Again, it's a systems problem. Again, we don't want the best cleaners. We want the best people that share your values and are willing to clean or do whatever job you have for them. You have to settle for people that are on drugs or not able to drive or crazy stuff. No, you don't. That just means your system's failing you. I only hire when I need people. Bull crap. You're always cleaning, you're always hiring. And finally, I don't need a system. I just put up an ad and people come, and that's my system. The results you're getting are coming directly from the systems that you're following. Oh, Jennifer says, I'd love a couple examples of interview questions. So again, Jennifer, I go 80%, if not more, core values, 20%, if not less, cleaning. So for me, if I'm looking for fun, I don't want to say we're about having fun. What do you think about that? Because they're all going to say yes. I'm going to go, tell me about the last time you had fun at work, and did that work out well or poorly? Right? Give me an example. So be real. Give me an example. Are you the kind of person that likes to come in, do your job, and go home, and that's it? And do you feel like there should be a professionalism where we kind of keep people at arm's distance? Are you a hugger? Right? That's a be real. Make money. Right? Tell me how it's important, or if it's important for the company to make money, our customers to make money, and you to make money. Talk about that. So again, you've got to know your core values first and foremost, Jen. Jen, her name is Jennifer Vinton. I called her Gent. I don't know why. So hopefully that helps, Jennifer. But the key is we want to focus on a core values match first. So you've got to make sure you've got your core values, and then you can ask questions based on those. And the key is not to lead them or tell them, hey, we're about being real. You like being real, right? That's not gonna that's not gonna sort out the folks that you want. And the goal is not just to interview, right? The way that we do our hiring ad, the way that we do our sequence to get them from the ad to the first interview, the way we conduct the first interview, the second interview, the onboarding, the training, all that stuff. There's like 7 steps in the process. They all have to be based around your core values. So we certainly want to get the interviews right, but that's just one of many systems that need to get right. And if you would like my help doing that, go to growmycleaningcompany.com right now for a free masterclass on all the shifts in mindset and tactics that you need to systematize your business for growth. All right, I think that's it, guys, gals. So enjoyed having you on. As always, we will be back on Tuesday. For those of you who join us live for the podcast and YouTube folks, we will see you whenever you come back. Have a great day, folks, and we will talk soon. See ya. Thanks for tuning in to today's show. If you're fired up, ready to grow, and want to see if you have what it takes to work with us at Grow My Cleaning Company, here's what I want you to do right now. Go to growmycleaningcompany.com/talk. That's growmycleaningcompany.com/talk to book an appointment to speak with me personally. I'm going to jump on the phone with you to get you crystal clear on where you are now, where you want to be, and how to get you there. Don't walk around in the dark any longer. If you are serious about growing your cleaning company, it's time to finally get the systems in place that you need to grow. We've helped hundreds of owners of cleaning companies not only grow their business and their personal freedom, but give back to their community as well. If that's what you're looking for, head over to growmycleaningcompany.com/talk and book a time to talk with me personally. I can't wait to get to know you and your business.